October favorite, my bed. It is just, I come in, I love it, I sit on it. Went from a mattress that was yay big to mamacita. Gasp. And yes, the handle is broken. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Where's my phone? I look like your boss. I look like I work in corporate. Like somebody's about to get in trouble. Like I'm a principal. Like, discuss to me Q4. What's going on? If you know me in real life, you know that I love the fall. Particularly October is like peak for me. November's great. Any winter months, but specifically October is just the pumpkins, the coffee, the Charlie Brown, the colors, the leaves, I was driving on this road and then I see this tree. The sun was like beaming on it, but it was just this red, this autumnal red. I'm like, this does not, what? This exists? So yeah, I love me some October, which brings me to the topic of this video. My October favorites. This was necessary. This was definitely like on the books for me this year because I have so many cool things. Wow, Hanny, I'm just so much better than all of you. Like, there's a lot of stuff, specifically this month, that have been bringing me so much joy. I want to share it with you all, whether you like it or not. Let's start with what I got today. So for the past 3 years, I stopped buying things for my room because I was like, oh, there's no point. I'm gonna move out soon. 3 years later, the market still sucks ass, and I'm not moving to New York because that's sad. A shoebox for $3,000? No. Anyways, all this to say, I started shopping again for just cool trinkets. Like, I'm a trinket guy now. And I was at a thrift store this morning after getting coffee, and I found this little, I think it's a cigarette ashtray, but I'm gonna use it for my like travel colognes and stuff, like the travel scents, because those are currently mixed with like my watches and like my cufflinks and all the other random stuff. So I wanted its own, and I'm like, a little fish. This is so cute. And it says it's like, it says Tokyo, Japan, so I don't know if this is like from Tokyo itself, but if so, love that. The other thing that I got, because I can never have enough of these, I forgot the name for it a second. I was gonna say a coffee mug, but it doesn't look like a mug, it's more of like a saucer. A coffee cup. Anyways, I loved the shape of this, and I loved how flat it was. It was like dramatically flat. And I love a good brown, so I was like, you're coming home with me. Moving on. When the cozy weather comes about, I pull out my books again. Like in the summertime, I'm not really much of a reader. I'm much more of a I'm touching grass, you know? And I rarely even like watch shows unless it's like a really sought after show that I want to watch. Yeah, I typically kind of just watch the Sex and the City reruns. All this to say, I haven't read for a couple months. And so during this, right now, last week I started, guess what? I don't want to even deal with the cover, that's why I took the cover off. But it's Catabasis. It's probably called Catabasis. And so far I'm like, damn, I thought I was farther. This is how much I've read. So I'm like over halfway done, and it is getting psychotic, and I love it. At first it was like a slow burn, so it took a minute to kind of get into it, and I was really questioning what the hell the characters were doing in hell. But now, gasp. My brother's reading Harry Potter, and I told him every time he would finish a book, he just finished the first one, so we watched The Sorcerer's Stone, and he has never read the books, and obviously haven't watched the movies, and so I'm like, I will watch them with you. So, prime October time activity to do, watch the Harry Potter movies. 1000%. It reminded me, I was like, bro, I was reading Twilight and Harry Potter and these big ass books in like 3rd grade. And the Hunger Games. Who let us? But mind you, that's like kind of why we're so literate. I'm just slowly grabbing things that are in front of me, but I got this yesterday. And whoa. Scents are becoming kind of like a staple for me. I used to not care about scents, and now I just love it. I've been getting brands to send me things, don't know how, but Maison Margiela When I said yesterday, I opened this box and it was labeled from L'Oreal, so I was like, oh, maybe this was like one of the other makeup stuff that I checked boxes off of as like interests of getting PR. And I would just give it to like my mom or sister. And when I opened it, I don't gasp at a lot of things, but I gasped. I love this brand. I own 2 of the tabbies. And they sent me the Jazz Club. Freaking smells like musk and wood and greatness. And then the other thing, they also sent me a little travel size of the By the Fireplace scent. And this one feels like you're in front of a fire, and it's incredible, iconic. The really cool thing about this PR package, I just love when there's thought into it, because you know sometimes brands will send you things and it's just like carelessly packaged. Polaroid-esque stuff. This one is for the Jazz Club and this one's for By the Fireplace. The next thing that's been bringing me joy is alongside the ashtray that I just showed you. This is like a seashell. I should probably remove everything. Hold on, we'll get really close. This is a seashell tray that I found at the Goodwill. And I just like I love just throwing all of my belongings in there. You know, I have my watches, I have the little scents. This is where I need to be moving these little travel scents to the other fish thing that I just bought. These are 2 candlestick, oh my god, matches. These are 2 matchboxes that I found at this place called the Lioness. It's like a dinner spot next to me. These are cufflinks that I found also at the same place that I got the ashtray. Oi! Love it. It just shows life is lived in my room. The next thing, these are just all trinkets, you guys. Come on. It's like as if I need to tell time, but I know I could use this for, I just love how cool things are. You know, when I move on through life, like I want to be able to like look at stuff and be like, whoa, this is cool. I'm glad I got this when I did. The next couple of things are home decor, room decor related, which, duh, hey, hasn't all of this stuff been? I was on TikTok the other night, and everybody was talking about Ralph Lauren Christmas, Ralph Lauren aesthetic, Ralph Lauren this, Ralph Lauren that. And they were showing like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Ross, no, mainly TJ Maxx, these lamps, and they had this tartan plaid, and I'm like, I need to go find this. I zoomed my way to TJ Maxx the night that I saw it, and I found this. Oh! I didn't mean for that to do. When it comes to lamps like this, and it has like 3 different colors, I would usually stray away from it, because I'm just like, this is just mass manufactured. It doesn't give any, you know, it doesn't have a je ne sais quoi to it. But this one in particular, I was like, I don't give a flying rat's ass. I'm going to get it because I love this. And it worked perfect because the night before, I had put a new bed in my room because the one prior was IKEA. And it was just giving like very, very university kid in the trenches. Like it was not who I was anymore, so I had to get rid of it. And it was really old and hurting my back, so I got a new mattress and I got a new bed. And it's just giving regal. Like, I'm really into this wood, this dark walnut color, this dark cherry walnut colored wood. And so that tartan plaid matched perfectly with it. And then that brings me to my bed. October favorite, my bed. It is just, I come in, I love it, I sit on it, which is its intended purpose, and I read, and it's been such a great sleep because I got a really good mattress. Like, I went from a mattress that was yay big to mamacita. So I've been very appreciative. And then I also got this pillow to go alongside it, which I found at the Home Goods. My final 3 items are clothes. This I got in August, and I'm so glad I did. I just haven't really I haven't worn it out yet. This burnt orange was like so good in my mind. And it is really great. It's just, sometimes blazers are so hard for me because they hit above your knee, and so they're like kind of a coat, but they're not. And so for blazers, I either want them to be like right on my hip, but that's not the case when you go kind of vintage blazer shopping. So this one's cute, and I feel like I could do it for a couple photo shoots, and I just have to like, when I wear it, I have to pull it outwards, and But you see what I mean? Like, I have to kind of open it up like this, you know? Nevertheless, these COS pants are, they just came today. I got them solely because I love this little, like, what do they call it? Kind of like an overlap, like a flap kind of waistline. Okay, waist. The final thing, and this is a story time for the ages. This 1980s Ralph Lauren doctor's bag, and yes, the handle is broken. Beautiful bag, very, very beautiful, loved it. What ended up happening was I placed a bid for said item, because I've never bought on eBay before. Placed a bid for this item, and I was like, if they accept it, I'll be able to kind of decide then if I want to purchase it or not. I should have known it was asking for my card information. I was like, this is a weird process. As soon as the buyer accepted it, the order went through, and then I tried to cancel. They had not responded to me until I got a notification that it said it was shipped. I'm like, damn, y'all are fast. So it was evident that, like, they didn't want to cancel the sale. But then they made it more complicated for me, because as soon as when it arrived, I kind of accepted the fact. I was like, whatever. I made a TikTok video about it and it went big. But like, I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna accept it's a meant for me situation. So I got excited. I was like, this is gonna be a bag that I'll use for years and years and years. And then it got here and I was like, oh my god, cool. It was brilliant. As soon as I was holding it, it's a heavy bag, mind you. I was holding it and then it snapped after I was like looking and after I filmed a little video. Anyways, one thing led to the next, and I asked them, I was like, politely, hey, this is what happened. I know you don't have a return policy, but I'd rather send it back to you so you can kind of just, if you wanted to fix it and resell it, do that. But they were trying to get me to go to a cobbler, and I'm like, sir, I'm not gonna go to a cobbler and pay more money. Like, I just kind of was turned off, and then they were getting really mean with me, and they were sending me messages of just like, how did you open it? And I was like, oh, well, with scissors from the top of the box. But mind you, this box was wrapped multiple times. And so then they were like, how are we to know that you didn't use the scissors and snipped it off because you wanted to force a return because you canceled it that first time, remember? I was like, no, stop with the trying. It was just too much. It was going too far. I was like, I don't think I would forcefully snip something off on purpose. You know, now that I accepted I'm gonna have this bag. So that kind of ticked me off, and I was like, okay, now we're gonna play. Anyways, oh my god, the last thing. Yeah, shout out to the lady at the thrift store that said yes, 1000%. I was wearing a coat with it, so picture this with like an overcoat in the wintertime. Editorial vibes. That was a really long video, I know, but I'm so happy that it's fall, and I'm so glad you're here and that you took the time to watch this video. Let me know what else you want to see from me other than the vlogs, because I've kind of gotten sick of editing vlogs. It's been giving me anxiety. Look out for a kind of room renovation video. I have slowly been filming things whenever I get something new, like building it. I filmed the cologne holder that I installed as well. All these things I'm gonna try to make into a little video. So thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.